Hello, welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. I'm Roadkill, and today we are doing our third leg of our trip from Ketchikan, Alaska to Portland, Oregon. We are taking off from Bella Coola, CYBD, to CYZT, which I believe is Port Roland. Excuse me. And that'll be our third leg today. I've already got the plane started and it's fueled up. Passengers are on board and we are ready to fly. But before we get started, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bells so that you can stay up to date on all my latest videos. Also, leave a comment down below on what your favorite aircraft is to fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, with all of that out of the way, let's get to flying. Jump into the cockpit view. I've already contacted ATC, so they know what's going on. Do I know what's going on? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I believe we are taking off from this direction, and then we will loop around to get back on track. Shoot, I think I might have just drove over grass. I can't tell because of the snow. So it's been about a week since I landed here. We are in live weather and live time. So it looks like it's still been snowing up here in British Columbia. Alright, I'm going to hit that brake, throttle her up. Got full mixture there. Let's get the lights on. Landing lights, strobes. Okay, here we go. I do like to use one notch of flaps on takeoff. It seems to help. Whoa, that is going. Right. We are up and running. Hit the landing lights off here, as they do create a little bit of drag.
In 406W2277, continue for west departure.
Tower N406W2277, continue for west departure.
Throttle up a little more to get some more speed. Not quite sure how to get over these big mountains, as I've never taken off from out of here before. I think I'll just slowly climb this way and then turn into my destination. Get some airspeed going. I guess I'm tilted up too much. Well, it looks like it might be a nice day of flying. Last time we were flying into here, it was kind of overcast and rainy. What I'm going to do is go around these big mountains here to the right, unless I can climb through one of these gullies here. That one doesn't look too bad. I might, well, I don't know about that. I'm going to play it safe and continue gaining airspeed and altitude. I don't want to end up stalling up there in the mountains.
W2277, legally airspace frequency change approved.
Tower N406, W2277 frequency change.
Yeah, I'm going to play it safe, go around, and see what happens. Unless this looks like a good place to climb. Nope. Man, this airport's way down. And of course I forgot flaps. I would have had more airspeed if I wouldn't have, but that's okay. It's a nice little scenic flight through the mountains here. Excuse me for clearing my throat. I still am breathing in forest fire smoke. Now it's man-made forest fire. They're doing a controlled burn in Whitefish, Montana. After we breathed in smoke all summer, we get to breathe in more smoke this fall, so that there isn't more smoke next summer, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's what they're doing. Man, these mountains are high. I'm gonna turn this way, see if I can climb over these mountains here. So yeah, hopefully the snow comes soon and I get fresh air to breathe again. Told my wife I quit smoking so I didn't have to have this clearing of the throat, scratchiness, and hard time breathing, but I guess that's not going to happen. So we're taking off out of Bella Coola, trying to get over these mountain ranges so I can get on to where I need to go. I'm just trying to make it over these things so I can get on track, but it is not easy getting out of this airport. I'm trying to look at my airspeed here. Trying to debate whether I should go right or left of this peak here. I think I am going to go right, just because there's that little dip right there, and that means less altitude I have to gain to get over this mountain. And then I can start heading straight out. So if you haven't watched the other two videos, we hit some rough weather there on the first leg, and I was trying to learn the autopilot, and I finally think I got it figured out during the second leg. It's still kind of touch and go, and of course I didn't set the heading on the ground again. Why? Because I get in a hurry to get going so I can start filming these videos, and I don't think about it until I'm ready to hit the autopilot. Alright, got the heading set. Autopilot to nav. We'll do roll, altitude, and heading. And it should take us to where I need to go. Or actually, I need to turn heading off. That's right. So heading off. Right? I don't know. I'm gonna fly stick and rudder. Alright, looks like we're gonna be flying over some mountain ranges. Hopefully. Can navigate them flawlessly. So far it's been a pretty smooth flight. Not too much gusts of wind trying to rock us about. We'll see if that changes as we go over these mountains. It looks like it's starting to get a little rough. Alright, we're getting closer to our line that we need to be following. Definitely took a scenic route to get around those mountains, but it's all good. Safety first is what they say, and that is what we're going to do because we don't want to crash. Man, that's beautiful out there. Mountains for as far as the eye can see. Getting some lovely winds. Sit here. Let me get this. Yeah, it's kind of windy up here. Wow. Just noticing I forgot the cowl flaps again. I'm sure that affects things. Alright, so I'm just making some adjustments on the autopilot here since we're lined up now. I'm just trying to get it as close as I can to where we are headed, and that doesn't look correct. That doesn't look correct at all. So I'll go back over here and just fine tune it since I don't know what I'm doing. Try to get it as close as I can. I am drifting off course again. So that means I need to bring it back over this way. We're close to where we need to be. Doesn't have to be perfect, but my OCD says it does. I'm sure there's probably the heading in the GPS that I am missing. Track, DTK, VLOG, GPS nav. Nope, nothing there that I know of. 22 minutes, GPS 140 feet, 46. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to call it good. And a little bit over this way. Alright, well, I think that's going to be... I'm probably going to have to adjust it back the other way. Here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just guessing. Looks a little better. A little more. A little fine tuning here. Oops. All right. That's as good as it's gonna get. Looks like it's almost directly south. Dead south. If you have any suggestions on how I can get the heading so I can program it before I take off, that way it's accurate to where I'm located, that would be awesome. If you can leave a comment down below on how to do this part of it with the GPS so that I can have it ready on the runway before I take off. I'm sure it's really easy and simple. I just don't know how to do it. Any tips would be helpful, and I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, well, we are going to start making our descent here. So I'm going to cut back power, drop some flaps, and point the nose down a bit just to drop some altitude. As we are coming up to our airport here shortly. think it's just right. I think the airport's just right over this ridge here from what it looks like. I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll see. Whoa, that's some rough weather. That's some rough turbulence. I got the autopilot fine-tuned, so it's keeping us on a steady heading, which is good. I'll just need to remember to I can't talk. I have to remember to turn it off before we start our final approach. I'll let up the flaps to see what happens to our airspeed. So far this trip is really helping me to learn this aircraft. And it's been a lot of fun to fly. Now I have to perfect the landing. That landing's a brutal one in this thing. Like I said, I usually fly this when I'm not recording, and I do perfect landings. Just beautiful, slow-paced glide in and smooth as butter. No bounce, but seems like every time I try to do a video, I freeze up or something. I'm like, people are watching. I'm nervous. I don't know why. I don't really feel that way, but it seems like I do have some rough landings whenever I record. We'll see about this one. It could be that I'm just landing in airports that I'm not familiar with, so I tense up, which is probably what it is. Because I don't know what these airports are like until I see them in front of me. Okay, so I lied. I've got a large bay that I have to fly over before we reach the airport. So I just kind of want to give you a... Last time I checked in, we were back there, behind the mountains there. And we still have to cross... I thought this little piece of water behind us was the water I saw on the VFR map. But that out there is a large bay. And on the other side of that bay is our destination. So it looks like smooth flying from here on out. I don't know. It could get cloudy on approach, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Okay, I'm gonna radio in and see where they want me to land. Oh, I think I'll take 11. Runway 11. Alright, so we are just right above the airport. It kind of snuck up on me there. I was looking at the drop flaps and kind of cut back around this way to the right here and get a better bite at the runway here. Since I'm too high, I'm going to spin back around this way. I realized that I could click on the VFR map on my second monitor and get airport information as well as runway numbers, which is very cool. I didn't know you could do that. Just gonna kind of do a drop in altitude here before I spin back around. to land. Get some distance so I have time to slow down. Should probably get the landing lights on. That'll help me slow down. Thankfully, we have visual on the runway. I imagine being right next to the water that it gets foggy at times. It is kind of foggy now, but at least we can somewhat see. What we're going for here. You get some more airspeed up. Maybe. Famous last words, right? Oh boy. Okay. Dropping some flaps. See if we can get below the fog. Dropping landing gear. And what did I say? We had visual? I said we had visual. We do have some visual. I think that is our runway there to the right. It's kind of going to go this way before I turn into it. Hopefully I'm making the right move here. Okay, more airspeed. I don't know if that's where I need to go. That doesn't look right. I'm gonna have to go back around. I thought that was my runway. I guess I'll try to land on runway 34 here. Let's try it again. If you guys could have seen me, I had my nose pressed up to my monitor trying to see if I could make out the runway. My mom would have yelled at me when I was a kid, saying, "You're too close to the TV, you're gonna go blind." Well, Mom, I went blind anyways. Alright, let's straighten her out here. Get a little bit of a edge on this runway. I'm gonna cut in here. I'm trying to use my rudder and look at the same time. Ooh, that was rough. My plane did not like that. I'm coming in too steep. Major flaps going on here. This is not a... no. Not good. I'm gonna have to go around again. Not good at all. Well, let's try it again. Gear up. Throttle up. There's 11. That's the one I was looking for. Eventually I'll land this bad boy. The people on the ground are probably like, what is this idiot doing? I did forget this. That might help with some landing issues. Alright, eventually I'll get this on the ground. It's better to go around than die or crash. Although my passengers are probably not thinking I know how to fly. I know if I had to go around a few times and I was a passenger, I'd be like, why am I flying with this guy? Alright, where is it? There it is. Okay. I'm gonna cut back speed here, flapping it down, flaps, landing gear. Cutting back power. And we are not going to bounce this time. No bounce. Maybe. There we go. I got speed down a bit. I do feel some crosswind. It's kind of drastic. Come in shallow. Nice purple roof. Alright, wish me luck. We're coming in. We're coming in. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Trying not to stall out before I hit the runway. Come on, baby. Come on. We got her. Alright. Not bad. Better than some of my other landings. Alright, stop yelling at me. Let's get her slowed down and I'll unlock the tail wheel. And then we'll check out this airport. If there's anything to check out, doesn't look like there's much. Oh, there is buildings over here. So we're going to head over there. Head over there and check her out. Welcome to CYZT, Port Hardy, British Columbia. It actually has, I'll bring the VFR down so you can see what happens when you click on the VFR map. See if you close this here. All you got to do is double click on it. Well, it was working. Let me get stopped here first before I crash. And then I'll show you. Too much speed. I'm just making my own taxiway here. I just want to check out this airport. Alright. We are in no, we're not in Alaska. We're in Canada. So I guess bushwhacking, it's okay. It's close to Alaska. Alright. We're here. We made it. There's no ATC. There's the fuel pumps. Watch it, man. But yeah, we made it. one piece. Actually had a decent landing, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, so what I was saying is if you zoom in here, let me click on this. If you zoom in here, I didn't realize, let me go to full screen here. It's got it has the runway numbers on the runway, and zip back out here, double click on it. Well, now it's not doing it. There it goes. It has all the information, which is awesome. This stuff's helpful as well. This is the weather and altitude information for air density, which I watched a video on. I'm not too certain how to set the altimeter with this information yet. I will learn though. Just wanted to share that with you. I learned that on this flight, and figured I'd share it with you all as well. But yeah, we made it. We made it to our next destination. The third leg of our trip. Our next leg will be from this airport to CYAZ, Tofino, Long Beach Airport. I was going to fly to that airport on this video, but it was too long of a flight, so I had to have this stop in between. Tofino is a really cool little airport, and it's a payware airport that I bought that I did a Let's Look At video on that I will post here in the I have posted. In the near future I'll post it, but by the time you see this video it'll already be up and running. So yeah, that'll be our fourth leg. So thank you for joining me. Stay safe and Godspeed.